Christina Marie here, and welcome to another video for New Music Tuesday. I have been slacking, you guys. I haven't been doing too many music reviews lately. I have been posting music content though, because that's only because I've been going to a lot of shows lately. Emblem 3, Pentatonics. I'll be going to Gavin DeGraw soon, so you'll be getting a video of that. I just have all these shows that I'm going to, and I feel like instead of double timing it and posting a video of my recap with the concert and doing an album review, that's too much work for me. So I typically just choose to do one or the other, and typically the concert recap wins out, and I think those are cool, and it looks like you guys think they're cool based on the reception that I've gotten from the video. So I'm gonna keep doing that whenever I'm going to a concert. Instead of posting an album review or song review or whatnot, I'll just post the recap of that concert. Yay! So this week, obviously, I didn't go anywhere, so I have some things to talk about, and I have a couple of albums to review because I need to play catch up. So let's get started. The first album that I need to talk about is Karmin. Karmin's Pulses came out on March 25th, and I have not said a word about it yet. What is going on with me? Okay, so let's do this. I have typed up my notes because I'm so tired of looking at my iPad and my iPhone. So if you hear paper rustling, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get all my notes in order because I have some stuff to say. You see all this? Look at all those words. I got a lot to say. So let's dive on in because I'm reviewing two albums. So Karmin, we know who Karmin is. It's Amy, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Heidemann? Yeah, Amy Heidemann? And Nick Noonan. I love that name, Nick Noonan. And they are a duo that originated out of Boston, Massachusetts. I originally discovered them through YouTube, and I think I saw their cover of Written in the Stars, I think, which is how I got introduced to them. But they, of course, they got really big after they were on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and after their cover of Chris Brown's song Look At Me Now exploded. So they, like I said, originated out of Boston, Massachusetts. They actually are graduates of the Berklee College of Music, Berklee School of Music. Yeah, College of Music. And they got really, really big after that, and then they were signed to a label. I think it was Epic they were signed to first and are signed to now. And then they released an EP back in 2012 called Hello, which had about 5 or 6 or 7 songs on it. And I loved that EP. Hello, 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 hello. I love that EP. It has all my favorite songs. It has Broken Hearted on it. It has that I Told You So. It has I'm Just Saying. It has, you know, Hello on it. I just love that EP. It was like an introduction to the world. Like, hey, we're Karmin. Boom, look what we can do. And Amy can. Oh, that girl. She has flow. Has so much flow. So she's just fun to watch. And I love Nick. Nick is so cute and cuddly. I just love him. But yes, so that's what we know about Karmin. Basically, they are OG YouTubers. Okay, so about the album Pulses, it's their debut full-length album, and it was released on March 25th. Now, their singles Acapella and I Want It All are doing decently on the charts, especially Acapella. I Want It All, came out like a month or 2 ago. I do know that due to some issue with their label Epic, the album was set to come out several months ago, but they were going back and forth with things because the album, I think, was finished back in September of 2013. But, label problems. And so things got pushed back, And so what ended up happening is the album just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And then finally, when they got a release date of March 25th, they started doing some heavy promotion. And I liked that whole social media thing that they did, the hashtag 9 Days of Pulses, which was really, really cool, where you could unlock exclusive content. I love it when artists promote their album not only on mainstream media, but on online media, social media as well. So I think that's really, really cool. So they did a bonus job with that. I also really like that Karmin goes back to their roots. They recently released a cover of themselves. I think it's I Want It All. They released it where they were just, in a place with just a keyboard and a backdrop, and they were just singing, and Amy was doing all of her this and all of this like she usually does. I love it. I love it. I love it. The cool part about this album is that the duo was heavily involved in the creation of Pulses. They co-wrote or wrote every single song on the album, which is really hard to do as a debut artist. But I think their EP helped, and the fact that they are music people, they went to school for it, really helped as well. So I think it's really cool that they had complete hands-on experience with bringing out their debut album. Let's talk about the critical reception of the album. Unfortunately, it's getting a lot of mixed reviews, and actually the reviews are leaning more to the average, below average side. There are people saying that this is not the Karmin that we have all come to know and love, that we're familiar with, while others are saying that this album is a solid effort on their part. I will tell you where I fall on that spectrum in a second. But like I said, many of the reviews that I've been reading have been leaning towards the average, below average side. And I can see why they would say that, but I wish that they wouldn't. But when I think of the album, I like it. I like the album. It's fun. It's catchy. Is it their best? I don't think so. I do not think so at all. I think Hello is better than Pulses. I really, really do. Their EP Hello is better than Pulses because it gives you a wide variety of stuff, and it gives you a more eclectic sound and a more innovative sound. But I am proud of Pulses. I love Pulses. I jam out to it all the time. I've been listening to it ever since it came out. I think that they've come a really, really long way, and they still have time to find, you know, their sound and their niche and where they really feel at home. I think they're still trying to figure out what works for them as opposed to what works for their label, which is another thing because this is a debut album. Debut albums are hard because you constantly have to find things. You have to have a sound that people will gravitate towards. You can't come out of the woodworks being all crazy and whatnot at the very beginning on your first album. You have to get people to like you. You have to get people to buy your album. And once they're comfortable with you and they're liking you and they start learning who you are as artists, then you can be, you know, you can share more of yourself with them. That's like going out on the first date and saying, hey, I want to marry you. Here's everything about me. You know, I feel like we're in the dating phase with Karmin right now. A lot of people are in the dating phase with Karmin right now, and they need to work up their way, you know, work their way up to being on that significant other level and then that marriage level. You know, it takes some time, you know, peeling the onion, I think is what I'm going for here. The coolest thing about this album for me is Nick sings more. I love it when Nick sings. I love hearing him sing. It makes me so happy. So whenever I hear him sing on this album, I squeal a little bit because I just love it. I love it. He is so talented in other areas, you know, just playing various instruments and whatnot. But he has a little bit of a voice, so I like to hear that. So my favorite songs on the album are Pulses, I Want It All, Neon Love, Tidal Wave, and Hate to Love You. Now, the intro, Geronimo, why is that amazing? Why is that not a full song? Get on with the dum-dum ditty. I love that song. Like, why is that not a full-length song? But I love it. So it's on my favorite songs list. Overall, like I said, summing up everything I said into one letter, I will give this album a B. I will give it a B. I personally think it was a solid effort. I am satisfied with the album. I think they can definitely do better. But I'm personally just happy that they have a full-length album out and they can be taken seriously as recording artists and singer-songwriters and everything. I'm just really excited for them. So, yay, MKTO. What? MKTO stands for Malcolm Kelly and Tony. Is it Oler? Whatever. So Malcolm Kelly is the black guy. Tony Oler is the white guy. They both met in 2010 on the set of Nickelodeon's show. I forget what it's called, something, but it obviously didn't last that long. They did grow close on set, and they decided they wanted to pursue music together as a duo. Fast forward, their debut single, Thank You, came out in January 2013, and I love that song. If you guys have seen my TMI tag video, I think I talk about that song. We are the ones you left behind. Don't tell us how to live our lives. 10 million strong, we're breaking all the rules. Thank you for nothing. something, 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 something. Cause there's nothing left to lose. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I love that song. So yeah, they're classified as a pop duo, which is true. It makes complete sense, but they do have a tiny element of hip hop, and that's mainly because of Malcolm, because he's a rapper as well. About the MKTO album, it is called MKTO, self-titled debut album. It holds 3 of their latest singles, which is Thank You, Classic, and God Only Knows. I love that song, God Only Knows. God only knows how much I need you, or whatever the words are, or how much I love you. The album released in Australia and New Zealand in February 2014, and the US could begin pre-ordering it. The album was released today on April 1st. Who is texting me? Okay, that's Karmin. Hey, Karmin! Let's see. Yeah, it was released on April 1st today, but I've had it for a while because I bought it from Australia. Don't judge me. Critical reception. Domestically, obviously, since it just came out, there is no domestic critical reception. That is all pending. But in Australia and New Zealand, the album is doing really, really, really well. It is #1 in Australia, or it was #1 in Australia, and it was #6 in New Zealand. Their song Classic is currently nominated for a Radio Disney Music Award, which is awesome, for the catchiest song, because yeah, Classic is catchy. I personally love the album. I love it. I enjoy it greatly. It is a great dance album. Like, I play it when I'm just dancing around my house or whatever. I think it's a great sound for them. The album, I think, is geared towards teenagers and young adults, of which I am neither. I am not a young adult anymore. And I have been a teenager for 10 years. But I still love the album. I think there's a little bit on this album for everybody, not just teenagers, not just young adults. All the songs on the album are really catchy and fun. Neo is featured on the album, which is cool when you can get a mainstream artist featured on your debut album. I always think that's awesome. Some of the songs, I think, even have a little bit of a meaning behind them. Thank You, I think, is a powerful song. I really do, especially for the generation that's after me. Oh my gosh. Weird. Not my generation. The generation that's after me. Anyway. My favorite tracks on the song. My favorite tracks on the album are Thank You, American Dream, and Goodbye Song. And then God Only Knows is my absolute favorite song on the album. Tony sounds amazing on that song. He sounds amazing, period. And Malcolm sounds awesome, period. But Tony is what sold me on God Only Knows. I love that song. Now, to sum all that up, my rating for this album is a solid B. I will not give it an A. Let me tell you why. There's nothing really special about their debut album. And when I say special, I mean like innovative. You know, something that'll help me remember who they are. There's a lot of music that is like that, you know. A lot of the music that I like is like that, and I'm totally fine with it. So what I'm saying is not a bad thing at all. Like I said, there's nothing special with this album other than it's their first one, and that's not a bad thing. This kind of thing is typical for new artists. I think a lot of new artists, like I said for Karmin, I will say this for MKTO as well. The debut album is meant to invite people in, is meant to get people to like you as artists. So you have to put out material that people that you know. Oh, my voice is gone. What happened? So you have to put out material that you know people are gonna like. You can't be too far off the wall to where people are like, what the hell is this? I don't think I like this. I'm uncomfortable. You want to make people comfortable with who you are first. And I think that's what MKTO did. With that being said, though, I eagerly await to see what else is up their sleeve, because I know they're capable of something bigger and better. I know they are. I have no qualms about it. But I like the direction that they took with their first album. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to do really, really, really well on the charts because they already have a really decent fan base. I personally got a chance to see them live on March 8th when I went to the Emblem 3 show. And they are great live performers. They're very engaging and so much energy, high energy. So I personally love MKTO. I love the album. I give the album a B. They're just really fun guys. So that's my review of MKTO's album. That's my review of Karmin's album Pulses. Comment down below with your thoughts on either of the albums. Do you have either one? Do you want either one? What are your thoughts? I would love to know. If you have any suggestions of what songs I should review, what videos I should review, what lyrics I should review, what albums I should review, comment down below with those suggestions. I have gotten countless times, Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. I'm thinking about it, guys. I don't quite know if I want to review Beyonce's album anymore because it's been out for like 4 months, and it's over, really. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I review the Beyonce album? I don't know. I just feel like too little too late. But just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so excited that summer, what the hell? That spring is here. It's 75 degrees outside and I'm wearing my sundress. You can see I have tattoos. I just got 2 new tattoos. You can barely see that one. And a video about that is coming up shortly. But yes, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next week for another New Music Tuesday. Bye.